Boom, guess what? It's home time. So we're going home. That's what happens at home time, we go home. So I think we do anyway. Oh no, we do. We go home. So Storm Barra, as you can see, is blowing the trees. Actually, it's not blowing the trees at all, is it? So yeah, a bit of an anticlimax here in the northwest of England. I know it's bad everywhere else, but there you go. You never know, we might encounter some weather on our travels. But when I went to the when I got here for the shopping and I opened the door of the car, it nearly blew the door off. It was that windy, but it seems to have calmed down a bit now. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out the driving playlist. There's a playlist of playlists now on the main page, so you can see all the hours and millions of miles, well, thousands of miles I've driven with my ramblings about random schnizzle. Barra, 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 yeah. I've never been to Barra, in fairness. It's because I like living. I'm not saying it's rough up there, but bloody hell. Anyway, we're in Stalybridge at the minute. So usual route, I think. We'll see how we do for time. I might stretch it out a little bit. What I might do is come off where we come on the motorway. Then go through Swinson and then through Walkden and A6 and all that kind of stuff. Might do that tonight. See how I feel when we get there. Fair, I'm not hungry, so that's good. All these trees are being blown a bit. And they're on an embankment as well, so that's double excitement. Someone pointed out that the reason why so many trees fell this time was because the wind came from the opposite direction to normal. So trees that have been there for 300 years, 200 years, whatever, all the roots and all their structure that kept them up was from the wind coming at one direction, but the wind came from the opposite direction, so it just blew them over, and that's why so many trees fell over. And it kind of makes sense, particularly when you're driving on the motorway. You'll see a tree that's kind of shaped by the wind towards the motorway, like pointy bit and a big thick bit at one end, like a teardrop but sideways. So imagine if the wind blows the other way, it'll blow that tree over because it's grown strong on the side that it needs to go strong on and less strong on the back side of it, and then the wind comes the other way and over it goes. Anyway, we are off. Car rattling down behind me, whether he made it or not, I don't know. No, didn't make it. Gutted. What's that, gutted? Not gutted. Don't blame it on the sunshine, and don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the sunshine. I honestly thought the wind would blow through the car then, but it didn't. Having said that, we're sheltered with the embankment on the right side, which is where the trains are. The problem is, I suppose now as well, is it's rained that much for so long that the ground's soft as well. If this was summer and the trees had leaves on, I think most trees in Britain would be on the side by now, but it's winter and a lot of them have lost the leaves. You'd notice the ones that get blown over, the ones that still have leaves on, are more leaves than others. So, oh, I forgot to do me slow down. Too busy talking about leaves and trees and leaves and things. Go, go, go. Thank you. Don't think you're going anywhere, mate. You can go now, though. Through. Alright, that traffic light's been walloped, hasn't it? Got one by Galloway's at dangerous traffic lights, Beach Hill. That's been it, but that's been it harder. That's more leany. Right then, so before we go on detour, standard, so we've got on the right there the Soviet block. I'm going to drift over to the right. I'm going to get caught up by loads of cars and I need to get to the right lane to get on the motorway. Well, of course it's in that way, isn't it? So yeah, I'm now surrounded by cars. The distance, you can see the tower for Ashton Old Baths silhouetted in the sky, looking well, like a tower silhouetted in the sky. BMW. He's BMW. Undertaker man. Bus come in, I don't know whether it'll get through the lights or not. And the answer is yes, it will. It's a 216. Used to get the 216 all the time when I was a kid. Drop you off at Stevenson Square, which is where they did that painting of that guy who got murdered by the police in America. And now is like some pedestrianised outside restaurant type thing. As I stop, they'll go. Yeah, there you go. It's always the case, isn't it? As soon as you stop, it goes. Wasn't quite moving enough to keep in second gear, so I had to drop it down to first and then set off. So we're now heading up towards the M60. We can go up to 40 now. Whoop-de-whoop. Lights ahead of us are on red. Whoop-de-doop. Oh, I filled the car up with petrol, 65 quid. Like, bloody hell. Go, go, go. Which way are you going? Are you going left lane or right lane? You are going in the left lane. Okay, that's fine. I'm going the right lane. I'm not bothered. Right, it's going to fire off now. It's more bigger engine than me. To be fair, I'm letting it. I'm not forcing this at all. I probably could have beat it, but it's not a race. We're only doing 60, normally I'm doing 70 by now. To be fair, I am doing 70 now. See that car there in front of me go from lane 3. Oh, what they're doing is lane 1 is now a slip road, so technically this is lane 1, but we need to get into lane 2 because we've got a slow vehicle ahead. But lane 2 will become lane 1 as well. So we're now in lane 1, even though a few minutes ago it was, well, a minute ago it was lane 3. That was a tram going over the bridge. But the rain as well, so maybe we're going to meet some of this storm. Ooh. The flyover, pop up the other side, and we'll go back to 3 lanes, and then it will stay 3 lanes until we get to the bit where the big roundabout is. At the moment, the storm Barra isn't doing so much. If you want to see bad weather, have a look at the Hornby video that I did in the playlists for Let's Drive, where it was icy and the car slid backwards down a narrow lane, and I had very little stroke, no control over where it was going. Well, thankfully didn't hit anything, spoilers and all that, but it was quite exciting. So if you want to have a look at that when you finish with this, just subscribe and then click on the main page and then look at the Let's Drive 2021 and then look for the Hornby, as in the railway, which is a village I did a video at. Look at the playlist, look at the video for that, and it tells you there's a link in the description straight up to the point where I slide down the hill backwards. So yeah, that's a bit of fun. This storm Barra seems to be quite, well, I was going to say quite tame, but then I just felt the steering wheel being yanked out of my hand then by the wind. So maybe not as tame as I thought it was. So we're on the M60, we're going anti-clockwise, and we're heading towards, I think the Oldham Chadderton turn off. Or is it the Rochdale one? I can't remember. But then we get to the Heaton Park one, and that's where it gets good. So you've just overtook me. And you start braking. Then you overtake the cars that you were braking behind. To then, oh, now you're stuck, aren't you? Are you going to cut up the delivery guy? Nope, you're going to go around that as well. And then you're going to cut across to lane 1, are you? Is that what you're going to do? Cut across to lane 1? And then go on this slip road? No? Okay then. Well, this one's doing my head in. Oh, we're at the Eaton Park one already. Having so much fun, I didn't realise how far down the line we were. Whoopity whoopity! What's this car doing? About 50. It's nice nice not to have any roadworks here. It's been a while. Didn't do a time check, did it? It was 21:32. Between them two cars, I think. So we're on the M60 now, and we are heading towards the M61 exit. To be fair, I don't trust A roads particularly, so I'm going to go to the M61 and then come off at the M61 and then go through the normal route. This wind is quite well, windy. And I don't trust the trees, like I said to you before. I don't trust what's going on with the trees. So I'm gonna go this way. That's the big rig. Feel the car getting blown around a little bit. It is quite it's quite disturbing when you're driving a car and all of a sudden it decides to go left or right or both. What's annoying, well, not annoying, but worrying is the fact that a lot of people haven't had their electricity supply reconnected since the last storm a week ago. Oh, whoa, really felt it then. Oh. Roadworks. No warning matrices for these though. So I'm slow down to 50. Funnily enough, everyone else is slowed down to 50 behind me as well. I definitely didn't see the matrix lit up because you can really tell when they light up because just look how bright they are. 60 we can do. Currently doing 45. Currently being overtaken by another car, but I'm only doing 40, well, under 50 mile an hour, so it's hardly a surprise. Got to look for the exit though, which is coming up at some point. I know it's here somewhere, I think. Is it? No, it's not. Oh no! Can't get off. Oh, it looks like something's hit the barrier. A58 to St Helens and Lee, that'll do. So they're going down to 40. Now that is so bright. This is going to have to spin round rather dramatically. Oh, it does. This is the bit where Walton is, and we go over the bridge. We go under the 5 bridges. This is one of the bridges that we go under on that big long road. So here we go. We're now going rounds. So this is going to be a very long swing round to the left and the right by the looks of things. What the hell? Oh, is this the bit that goes... Yeah, this is the bit that goes over the A580. Right, okay. Yeah, so the A580 is now below us. That's East Lancs. So we've just driven over it, and now we're going to swing round to join onto it. So we're on the East Lancs. Cyclist has gone through a red light, but no, don't worry about that. Good work, Toff. No idea what that is, but yeah. So we're now heading westbound on the A580 East Lancashire Road. Clear of this lorry, go across and let this van past. There goes the van. Right, I'm not happy being on this road, I'll be honest with you. I kind of feel, I don't know, a bit exposed. Just got like the trees and things quite close, whereas the motorway you've got the slip road. It's not that I think one will fall on me, it's the fact, the chance of that happening is very slim. It's more the fact that we block the road, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go old school home way. I'm hoping this lorry gets a ticket because it was pushing me like crazy, and this lorry there, pallet line, was pushing me down that East Lancs then. Mind you, that wasn't going so slow either, neither was that. See, we're already in Wigan. Like, very just in Wigan. But we are miles away from home. A long way from home. Why are the Christmas decorations around here better than the ones in Wigan Town Centre? Welcome to the pleasure dome. On our way home, going home where lovers roam. Long way from home. Welcome to the pleasure dome. Welcome to the pleasure dome. I'm going for that. I was here first. So down to 30. But good news is not as many trees. It says that and there's just shed loads of trees. Okay. All this round here has been recently built. It used to be just a couple of industrial units and fences, and now it's housing estates, Lidl, and various other bits and pieces as well. But it's, you know, it's in the bottom of a valley. Good luck when it rains a lot. Oh, what's it doing at the minute? Oh dear. Then we go over this weird bus thing that they've got. But you know, I'm going about these up and down lights that people have outside their houses. And they do it on council estates. For God's sake, you live on a council estate, an up-down light does not look cool on a council house. To be fair, they don't look cool anyway. You're buying from bloody Wilco's or JML or something like that. I mean, they're not a quality item. But people buy them, and I figured out what it is. They're like giving your house a beard. It basically says, you know, like when a guy has a beard, 90% of them are absolute assholes. They think they're better than everyone else just because they can't be arse shaving. And I'm like, that's where the guy with the beard lives. In a house with one of those up-down light things on it, because you're basically making the house look as ridiculous as someone with a beard. And no, I'm not jealous because I can't grow a beard. I can grow a beard. I just choose not to because I'm not an arsehole. So, here's a test for you. Next time you go to a supermarket or you sit on a bus or a train, have a look at how many men are not wearing masks and how many of them have got beards compared to how many have not got beards. And I guarantee there'll be more men. I'm not on about kids or teenagers. I'm on about men. There'll be more men with beards not wearing face masks than there are clean shaven not wearing face masks. Guaranteed. And then they're the ones that whinge and moan when, see what I mean, that one there on the left, ridiculous. They were the ones that whinge and moan when we're all in lockdown again. And everyone's going on about this new variant of COVID and how fast it's spreading in England, like it did with the Delta, if you remember. Well, obviously it spreads fast because people who are double vaccinated, a lot of them assume that they are immune from getting it, so they don't test themselves. And they're the ones more likely to spread it than someone who isn't vaccinated who gets it, because they'll have symptoms and they'll know they've got it, and they probably test themselves. I mean, I test myself every week anyway, because obviously I visit my mum once a week, and I work in a shop where anyone can walk in, so I have to test myself every week, which I do on my YouTube channel, and show myself up by weighing myself as well. But one is egg pack. Let's be real. Particularly at my age, anyway. Again, Christmas lights here are nicer than the ones in Wigan Town Centre. I mean, not much nicer, but a bit nicer. I don't know if you can tell, but on the lampposts, they're all multicoloured things. I don't know. I'm trying to think where to move the shop to. I'm like, these places, you know, are they really? Probably not. Anyway, that was wherever we are. I was getting muddled up, Tilsley and Everton. I'm in one or the other. And now we're going to go to the other one. if that makes any sense whatsoever. That's the baths. The Mackies. Iceland. I'm not overly familiar. I mean, I drove this route a lot when I commuted from Manchester because it just seemed to be the quickest route. But you were pretty much in standing traffic most of the time, so I was listening to radio and not really paying attention to the surroundings. Mainly because I wasn't commentating on it. It's probably got something to do with it. Oh, white van's gone. Not going. Going. Gone. It's a beautiful building there, isn't it, with the tarpaulin on it? It's all blown away. What's that dome thing? Oh, it's a Boddington sign. When I was in Scotland, saw quite a few tenants signs outside pubs, which I thought was hilarious. Stuff on there. It's going on the roof. Really annoying. Go on, you can do that, you can do that. Well done. Now this one's weird. You can either follow the one-way system and end up back on the same road that you go on. Anyway. Either go that way, right, but then it just ends up throwing you around all over the place, and then you come back on this road anyway. Oh, pedestrian zone after 4, it's after 4, so we're alright. Again, look at the lights here. To be fair, these look like the Christmas lights they used to have in Wigan Town Centre. So, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they've just got worse over the years, and they've just kind of worked their way away from the town centre. Yeah, if you do that one-way system, you come out here and you're back on this road. You know, well, what was the point of that? I suppose it makes sense before 4 o'clock. It doesn't make sense this time of night, which is why I didn't do it. We're now back up to 30. So we're going to go around this roundabout and to the next roundabout, which has got Gadbury Auto Salvage nearby. 46.9. I paid 143.9, so yeah, it was worth going to Sainsbury's, even though it cost 65 quid to fill the car up. Jesus. Oh, lights going up to the lamppost. A bit peculiar. There's Gadbury Auto Salvage on the right. We've got Lee, turn left at the roundabout. Use your indicator, mate. Blues and twos going through a red line. Hopefully it's nothing serious ahead of us. So if it is, that'd be annoying. Come this way. Although we got thrown off this way, didn't we? We didn't choose to come this way. We're going to get cars coming from the right. I assume we are. Might be our turn. Twice I've done that with a bloody handbrake. What is wrong with me? Don't know how handbrakes work anymore. Oh. I can still see the police cars, blues and twos ahead. But I can't tell whether that's a reflection. Yeah, it's gone. Must have been a reflection in a house window. But it's back again. I think on roads with slight kicks in them, you get to see things a long way away and they look nearer than what they are. You can see the road actually bends the other way. In fact, it might not have been blues and twos I've seen, it might have been that bloody, those lights on top of that house on the right, which are flashing between yellow and red, white and blue. More flashing lights on the right. I don't get that lighting up your house at Christmas. I tried it once and it looked crap. Even my daughter who did it for us said it looked rubbish, so I never bothered again. It does have an element of tat about it, doesn't it? Not all Christmas lights. Baubles. So I think now we're heading towards Hinley. I say I think, I haven't got a clue. Driving till I get home. Tesco Express 2157. Does that mean they're shut in 3 minutes? Aldi. Gulf petrol station, you don't see many of them. In fact, you didn't see that because it was too bright. to Binks roundabout. Some rain again. To be fair, the wind's really calmed down. So this storm thing that was, you know, they were promising us is, well, Wigan doesn't get a lot of weather. That said, the last storm, last week, whatever, blew all my bins over and rubbish was everywhere. It took me 20 minutes to pick up all my bottles and cans and things from under people's cars. But it only blew my bin over, no one else's. Fuming. Fuming. I think we're coming into Hinley, under this long straight road. I forgot what further to go. I can never remember because it's very samey, this road. I said to you before, Atherton and Tilsley are, you know, they both look the same to me. Overzealous there, windscreen wipers. Can you come down a bit? Okay. That's fine. Right. So we're through the lights here. So when we come through West Horton, this is where we normally join on from the right. We join onto this road here. The wind's picking up again. I can't feel it on the car because I'm not going that fast, but I can see debris being blown around quite violently. I say debris, it's leaves, and they're not that heavy, are they? I could probably blow a leaf with a fart. Not that I've ever tried, but wearing a massive like stopping keeping a fart in your trousers. Something daft like that. There are some right proper assholes in the human race, aren't there? I nearly count myself as one of them. I do apply logic to things before I make a decision. I don't just go on Facebook and think, oh yeah. We're definitely getting some persistent rain now. As we come into Ince. There was nothing behind me, and now there's a car right in my exhaust pipe. I've no idea where that car's come from, to be fair. Because generally there was nothing behind me at all. As far as I know, the traffic lights haven't changed behind me. Oh, they might have done. There was nothing behind me since Hinley. So I expect a car to overtake me. Once it turns off here. over the canal. Fare cars drop back now. They often do though. I think they see the camera and then they drop back. Oh, it's gone left. As we go past the Crispin, we come up and over. To be fair, I don't think this route is much slower than going on the M61 and then driving through Atherton and all that. So it normally takes about 40 odd minutes, doesn't it? On a good street. And we're on 47 now. And these are the lights, traffic lights, where we come out. So this is Skulls. Gonna go down now past Posh Mackey's. Le Mackey à la Poche. It's not my favourite though. My favourite is West Orton Mackey's at the minute. I'll even drive there if I've got time to get a burger from there because it's so nice. But if I'm desperate, I'll go here. To be fair, they do a nice double egg and sausage muffin, which is one of my favourite things from McDonald's. I'm on a Sunday after I've weighed myself. Well, I've been putting weights on, but I've had a lot of Guinness this week. One of my mates, use the term loosely, suggested I bought a crate of Guinness and he'd come round and we'd have a night drinking Guinness. So I bought a crate of Guinness. They did come round, drank one Guinness and then went home and left me with 14 Guinness, which were in the fridge. So I drunk, not in one night obviously, but that's more Guinness in a week than I've probably drunk in the last 6 months. And then I wondered why I put weight on when I weighed myself. Where's this pot belly come from? Not that it ever went away, but it did shrink a bit. So yeah, back on the carb reduction now, so back on the gin. I was editing a Christmas gin video last night and then I just couldn't be arsed. So I stopped and went to sleep on the sofa. So past the hospital. How many ambulances have we got in today? 1, 2, oh God. About 7 or 8. And 3 of them had flashing lights. The tree's come back to purple again as well. Like a goldy colour earlier. So coming out to Cherry Gardens. The pub, which is in darkness. In darkness, where my dreams are all too clear. Darkness, darkness. Whoa, whoa. And fear. I hear voices, don't turn on the light, calling out my name. Sorry, I do apologise. Whenever I sing, people bugger off. So I do apologise if you've left already. Although if you have left already, you wouldn't hear the apology, would you? So that's a bit pointless. Anyway, we're on Spencer Roads, going around the Rue de Beats, coming to Dangerous Lights, Galloway's Dangerous Lights, which if you remember much earlier on, I referred to the traffic light that had been hit and was at a funny angle, but not as funny angle as the one that we saw in Ashton-under-Lyne, which was very, very hit. So we're coming down now towards Beach Hill. There's absolutely nothing behind me and nothing in front of me. I feel like I'm in a 28 days later scenario, apart from all the other cars coming the opposite direction, obviously, and the fact that there's 14 people watching this. So obviously I know we're not in zombie land, unless zombies like watching people drive cars before they kill them, I don't know. Anyway, if you look left, you can see the damaged traffic lights there at a slight angle. Nowhere near as bad as the one in National Line though. Anyway, we negotiated that one perfectly. So we're now going to go around past Patson's. And then we've got the quarter-mile stretch of Beach Hill. Still nothing behind me, nothing in front of me. Oh, there's a car just come through the traffic lights behind me. But it'll be in the exhaust pipe before we get to the second lot of traffic lights. I'll keep you updated on that. So we're now going to drop down towards the second set of traffic lights. The car is gaining on me behind me. I'm not slowing down, I'm not speeding up, I'm keeping the same speed, which is 30-ish miles an hour. Past the shops. Get off the car. Behind me. So we come down to the Mill traffic lights. It's so nice to drive down here when it's so empty. And if you go into the playlists for the Drive 21, it's on the main page. There's a playlist of playlists. You have a look at that. There's me driving around Wigan at 3 o'clock in the morning. And oh my God, that was creepy. Very, 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 very quiet indeed. Fire alarm went off at the shop, so I had to go to the shop, and then I thought I'll go for a little drive around Wigan. Literally very few people around at all. It's fantastic, but that's the way to go. Playlists. If you go on the main page of this YouTube channel, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe and then go on the main page, and you will find playlists of playlists. So you can see playlists within playlists. So I've grouped them all together. So when I do the walk around and do the spoof travelogue things, you'll see that as a playlist. The reviewing food ones you'll see, the driving ones you'll see. So there's all different playlists within the playlist. So hit the subscribe, hit the notification as well. Remember, I cannot read what you're writing when I'm driving, due to the fact that I'm driving. But it's very common to have a chat with other people who are watching. The more people watching, the more people can chat. And tough, keep an eye on you. And even stimulate chat as well. So we've got Martland Mill to our right, which is now Arrow XL. Crikey. So I figure which gear to go in. We're doing 20 mile an hour. See, no wonder we've got no food on the shelves. All these lorries just parked up here with the drivers resting. Unbelievable. There's a car rattling up behind me at a bazillion miles an hour, but it ain't going anywhere, mate. None of us are going anywhere. Are we going to have to drive round? Well, this is going to be interesting. Right then. See what this guy's doing. He's going up to Kit Green to go on the motorway that way rather than driving up through Orrell, Kit Green, Orrell, and then down towards Pemberton and turn right to get on the motorway. That is exactly what I would do. Tell the car behind me is not impressed that we're doing 20 mile an hour. Sadly for them though, we're about to enter 20 mile an hour zone. Which means, to be fair, we'll probably end up doing 5 mile an hour, I don't know. He's the world's most careful driver in the world. Oh, he's turning left, really? Really? No, go straight on, mate. It's easy if you go straight on. You come out of the old engine pub, which is now houses. They've knocked it down, build houses. You turn left there. You go up the hill. You turn left at the Oral Post, and bingo, you're right. You're at the junction of the M6. What, you're going on in that housing estate now? Okay. Oh my word. Oh my word. If you live in Wigan, you know I'm right. Please, you know, do a like or something to prove that I am talking sense in an articulated lorry. That is the best way to go. Because this is... I mean, City Road is a nightmare. I mean, it's bad enough in a car, never mind a bus or an Arrow XL big rig articulated lorry. Let's see where this car's going. It's going left, so we can go. Anyway, he's chosen to go that way. Good luck, I say. I've had one like, so that's good. Right then, well, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. We end the broadcast here, but don't forget, playlist, subscribe, and have a look at the Hornby one, where I slide down a hill backwards on snow and ice, and the, what was the other one I was on about before? Oh, the driving around Wigan at silly o'clock in the morning. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all again next time. Thanks a lot, Toppers, particularly for the VTech.com thing. Just ban them, whoever they are. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Till then, bye!